Hello and welcome back to another video today here again on Gran Turismo 7 to take a look at one of the three new cars added in the most recent update, which is this Toyota GR010 Hybrid. So yes, the Toyota Hybrid is actually one of three cars in this recent update. Do let me know if you'd like me to take a look at the other two in more detail too. There's the Roadster Shop Rampage Camaro, which is a SEMA build Camaro, I think, that won the Gran Turismo prize, which is why there's a whole load of modified cars and stuff in the game. And there's also the new Suzuki Vision Gran Turismo car, which is quite an interesting thing, so I would quite like to take a look at that at some point. But anyway, back to the Toyota. It's a 2021 Hypercar class hybrid racing car, as opposed to the previous 2016 Toyota LMP1 car that we had in here before, which is the kind of most similar thing we have to this, and it was about time that it was kind of updated and something from this new category was put in. So this new car is 670 horsepower from a 3.5 litre engine and weighs 1,040 kilos and has all-wheel drive obviously, but it does cost 3 million credits in Gran Turismo, so it's just as well I didn't spend them all at the end of Wednesday night's stream, which I often do. So the difference is really that the older LMP car produces less power, 493 horsepower, but does weigh less at 875 kilos, as it has a smaller 2.4 litre engine. It is still essentially the top class of endurance racing though, which is why we have it here at Le Mans. Seemed like the suitable backdrop to give it a first drive at. Now I always forget, it's the same with LMP cars, how they sort of understeer with their all-wheel drive and hybrid and stuff, and how you're supposed to kind of lift and coast to get regenerative power back. So yeah, it did take a little bit of getting used to. I did understeer into a few walls, because it's fast and has an amazing grip, but it does sometimes want to go slightly straight on. But yeah, obviously a racing car like this is going to be pretty quick and pretty good to drive. You do also get a choice of whether you want the number 7 or the number 8, which is rather nice when you're speccing it at the dealership. So, along with the three new cars in the update, there are some new Scapes locations, and there are also 3 bonus menu books, one for the lightweight K-Cup for the Suzuki, one Gran Turismo Vision Trophy, which I think's also probably for the Suzuki, and one Group 1 prototype series for the Toyota that we're taking a look at today. Nothing for the Camaro, interestingly. For a bit of fun with this car, we're here at Le Mans again, but this time for a race. Custom race. I thought I'd play about with some of the settings. So we're going to be starting in the afternoon with time sped up 10 times, effectively. So hopefully the race will end at the night. And I've also set up, or at least hopefully we'll get some nighttime racing. I've also set up weather, so it starts nice and clear now, but descends into torrential rain. It was basically the most extreme setting I could find, so I might have a big crash at that point, but thought I'd go in and have a play about with these settings because I've not really tried any of the weather or time of day sped up stuff in Gran Turismo 7, and weather's quite a big thing actually, because in sport obviously it wasn't really available all that much, or not on very many circuits. All of the cars I'm racing against are in the Group 1 category here in Gran Turismo, so there's some Vision cars, I think the Bugatti, some Group C cars, and some LMP cars, as well as this new Hypercar. They are set to professional, obviously, because Gran Turismo AI are notoriously easy, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this stacks up against those, although, like I say, AI is easy, so it might not be all that accurate. Anyway, weather's nice at the moment, and I can see where I'm going with the sunlight and daylight, but soon that won't be the case. So as we go on to lap 2, the sky is very dark and I think the rain is sort of beginning. Makes sense, there was 2 weather slots and it's only a 2-lap race, so I think we're going to start losing grip a bit soon. Whoa. I can't actually see the rain. The track's surface is looking slightly slippy, but stuck in a battle with these Group C cars though. Okay, now we're starting to get the rain, and for full effect I'm going to go interior view, I think. At least until I have a crash. Oh, braking markers are wrong now. Yeah, it was only a matter of time. Right? Oh, the AI are very confused. Maybe because I got reset there. Oh, I can barely touch the throttle. Let's try and brake gently. Right, I'm barely moving. It's 20. Oh, hello, Persia. No. Ow. No. I'd quite like to know what the guy in first's driving, because he appears to be, well, surviving. On, I've just got to get to the finish line. Looks like I'm set. It just doesn't turn. Looks like I'm settling for second here. There's nothing vaguely near me behind, and the car in first, which I think was the Bugatti Vision car, it's just better in the rain apparently. The final corner. Right, thanks Gran Turismo. You can see headlights from the AI, but it is somehow, despite all of that spinning, going to be a second place. So in terms of upgrades and customization, there's nothing you can do really. You can do the livery editor and paint the car, but you can't change the wheels or put any racing parts on or anything like that, rather unsurprisingly. Upgrades, there's I think about 2 or 3 things you can do, mostly nitro kit and a mid RPM turbocharger, which takes it to over 900 horsepower, which would potentially be fun to play about with, but given it's not going to have any more grip than it already has, and it's already a super fast racing car, I don't really see the point in doing either of those. I kind of want to keep it realistic to, well, the spec it was designed to compete in, essentially, which is like this. I do rather like how this thing looks. I think it's a slight improvement over the LMP cars, but it's that style of high-performance racing car, and it is about time they added a newer one in than the others, which I think are 2016 or 2017, the newest sort of, well, prototype style cars like this. So it is good to see it in here, and it's good to give it a quick test drive, but it's not the sort of car I would generally race in this game. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, definitely worth going and picking it up if you've got the credits to do so, which are slightly easier to acquire in Gran Turismo than they were. But yeah, not a bad first car to take a look out of the 3 in the update. Do let me know which of the other 2 you'd particularly like to see, because I do hope to make videos on both of those, depending on what you guys think of this video looking at the Toyota. But for now, for the first look at the first of the 3 cars from this recent update, that is going to be all. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back with the next video very soon.